130.6. Number 2, 131.0.
Wow, that escalated fast.
Number 3, 130.4.
Oh, that looked pretty hard.
594.
Oh!
359. 225. Tightest that we can get in it, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, the long-awaited broadhead test is definitely underway. So what I want to do is kind of preface this next video. We did a sharpness test, and the reason that you're going to see numbers actually decrease, which would be less pressure to break the dental floss or whatever you want to call it, to break the string.
As well as the butcher paper.
Oh, okay, yeah. As well as the plunge test as well, is it kind of baffled us at first until we kind of figured it out and talked to some other people, Benchmade, some knife manufacturers and stuff. What'll happen was sometimes that those that are so razor sharp, they actually have a little bit of a burr on them. And so the first time that they cut through paper, they will be as sharp as they're going to be that first time. But sometimes when we plunged it through the paper, that it actually took that burr off. So the next time through the paper, it was actually sharper than it was the first time, which actually really surprised us with the findings on that one. So anyway, we're definitely breaking the mold here on testing, and it's just been a huge experience. So yeah, so if you're going to see those numbers like increase as we go or actually decrease with sharpness, that is our findings on that. So we didn't really state it in the video, so I wanted to state it now. So brought to you by Tapatio.
Yeah, so we're talking about consistency. We did weight tests, had some interesting findings there. Now, one thing that really matters, the broadhead, sharpness. So we've got a little tool here that the knife manufacturers use that tests the ability of the sharpness. So we're going to do 2 different tests. We're going to do a pressure test. It's going to break this right here, and then we're also going to do a plunge test for penetration as well on a paper. So show them a clip real quick.
Yeah.
So you guys can go buy this. It's on the internet. Edge on Up, and it's a scale, and it's basically gonna it measures the force that it takes to cut through, and it's got this little, everything's consistent, same thing. Pretty much eliminating any variables there.
So we're going right back through the blades again, and first up is Dirt Nap. Dirt Nap.
$351. Cheap shot.
Cheap shot. Go for cheapy. Oh, don't break the machine. Don't break the machine. Oh.
600.
Hey, testing. Ozcut 3-blade. Seemed excessive.
497.
497.
Ozcut 2-blade. $252.
We've got a winner. Oh yeah, we got a winner.
Kudu.
I don't know.
246.
Northern Evo. Testing pressure.
$271.
Oh yeah. Ready?
We got the Northern Wide Cut.
That looks like a good test. Did you anchor it out? I don't know.
326. Trophy Taker ATAC.
Oh, that looked pretty hard.
594.
Oh! Tooth of the Arrow.
418. That seems more. Tooth of the Arrow XL. Tear it out. 359. Annihilator.
Annihilator. That's what you get when you get that expensive quality. Ooh, that
409.
Sounded like a lot.
G5 Montec.
G5 Montec, take one.
Restart. 783.
Ugh. VPA 2-blade.
579.
Not terrible, but not the best. Right. That right there is a VAP 2-blade. VPA 3-blade. Sorry.
3-blade, yeah.
Here we go. It's got to beat the Montec. Maybe.
747.
Van Diemen. Take one. Hmm?
296.
Valkyrie. Test one.
$401.
401. Bone zone.
$325.
eBay. Dirt nap.
eBay.
China.
$652.
Ouch.
When is this?
Day 6 Evo. Coming in hot.
$225.
225. Strickland Helix. Go for launch.
$353. This test was super interesting because it's basically a knife edge, so it's not so much of what a broadhead's doing cutting, but it gives us a baseline. We're going to redo this after we do the penetration test in the cardboard to see about edge retention. Where are we at result-wise?
Result-wise, we're kind of a little bit all over the board. Like if you're in the 300s, you're right in there. 3. We've got some cleared down as far as 225. So, and we've got one as high as 1105.
1105.
So
Polymer head didn't do so hot.
not so hot, but I mean, and there's a few in the 700s. So it's all over the board a little bit, but there is some that came out shining pretty good.
I think a replaceable blade is going to be the sharpest out of
You
all
would
the tests.
assume because they're all
They should be somewhat surgical razor blade, a little bit less or a steeper, like should be steeper angle, so
Should be.
technically be sharper.
we should get some smaller numbers on that. So
Replaceable coming at you.
So first on the list in the replaceable blade category is the Shuttle T. I think you got it.
$655.
Didn't do as well as you thought, huh?
Mm-mm.
Hardaway Dolphin in 5.
$223.
She's sharp. She's sharp. All right, Slick Trick. Go for launch. Ooh, that sounded good.
$285.
Grim Reaper.
$338. Ramcat.
Ramcat. Sea Lice.
$314.
Ooh.
Muzzy Trocar. Testing.
Ooh, that sounded good.
$160.
Wow.
Old school Muzzy 3-blader.
That sounded good.
$212.
212 is good.
Wasp.
Wasp Boss.
$150.
Winner and still champion so far. Okay, what do we got there? We've got a
Radical.
RAD Rival. Zeroed out.
$169.
169. This is Thunderhead and then Striker.
$218.
G5 Striker testing. That sounded simple.
147.
And our last but not least, QAD Exodus. A lot of people shooting this head. A lot of people.
165.
A lot of people sharp.
So we did this. What kind of test do we call this?
We are calling
This
this
is like the drop test, blade test.
sharpness. I have it called as a pressure test.
Pressure test. Yeah. So we did the pressure test. We're not going to do it on the expandables because most of the expandables, how they set up blade wise, we can't really get a good pressure. So next up, what we're going to do, all the heads again, it's going to be a pressure test or a plunge test. So we've got a jar set up. We're going to put a piece of butcher paper over this so it's all consistent. We're going to do it 3 times, get the average, and go from there. So that's an interesting one to see, kind of like blade angle starts playing a factor and everything else, how that Broadhead's designed for resistance. So
Be interesting. And then we're going to go shoot them finally.
shoot them finally.
Finally. We get to shoot something. And then redo all the tests over again.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, we're gonna sharpness test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see what the edge retention is.
I think
so.
these numbers will just be interesting for like expandable versus fixed blade versus.
Yeah, and
Two blade
I
versus
think
three
a lot of
blade.
the
Yes.
blade shape, I think what we will see is some correlation in the penetration numbers of what it does here versus what it does overall, hopefully. It's part of that like shape of the broadhead and the steepness of the angle or vice versa. This will kind of like be a prelude to what that penetration is going to be.
Garrett?
I think it's a solid test. We have a small surface area, so it's easy to get consistent with the material that we're using. I think the only thing is that the differences might be small because we're using a fairly easy to penetrate material. I think the cut on contact are going to win. I think then it's going to be hands up between the bone crushing trocar tip style versus the expandable. Expandable probably coming in last. So we'll
I would
see.
agree. I would agree with
Yeah,
that.
I think you're
We'll
right.
see. We'll see. But let's test some broadheads. Oh, you brag. Go ahead.
All right, first up we have dirt nap, penetration, plunge test.
Yeah.
Number
363.
363.
367. 477. So
Ooh, we got duller quicker.
edge.
Can't break me down, baby.
That's all I got. 335. That's all I've got for throw. We can't do the full length.
It's all right. We could just explain. That's all we got. 335.
335.
Cheap shot.
292. $375.
Next up, Iron Will.
All right, iron wheel test number 1. Here we go. 476.
You can kind of see.
479. 431.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, Ozcut 3-blade, test 1.
Right here.
336. 352. 312. Ozcut.
This actually, I think, is going to be a winner so far.
It's so small.
Yeah.
2-blade Ozcut.
Oh yeah.
Butter.
262. Second plunge, 2-blade. 333 on the 323. All right, Kudu, first pass.
Butter.
Right.
Oh, I heard it.
321.
Not bad though.
That's surprisingly well for when it hit that ferrule.
341.
Little bit. Now, if it's true to everything else, it'll be
Less.
less.
Pass number 3 on the Kudu. $332.
Hey, it is less again.
Northern Evo, test number 1.
Butter.
276.
Yeah.
270. 274. Northern wide cut. First test. $372. Northern wide cut, pass number 2. $371. Last pass. Northern wide cut. $307.
There's got to be something to that. It's
I'm wondering, like, if it is, you know, burr, and then just a little bit. We got a trophy taker ATAX.
Hey, tag.
I think this one's gonna be high.
I do too.
454.
Yeah.
$685.
That would be an interesting test.
You breaking records here?
601. Tooth of the arrow, pass 1. 304.
304, huh?
So,
I think so.
Pass number 2. 373. $338.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, Tooth of the Arrow XL test number 1. Put that square. $381. Pass 2. $344.
Whoa.
XL pass 3. $371. So this one is all about that initial punch. That was the peak. So it wasn't the blade. So the blades were sharper than the tip. Okay, Annihilator, test 1. $206.
Whoa.
Best so far.
206, first test, second test. 222.
Wow.
Kind of like Kudu.
A little bit.
224.
I think we just found a new winner.
I shot Montex for years. Good durable head, tough to get really sharp.
Yeah.
So it's got the traditional 33 degree.
3 and 1. 3 and 1.
I'll say
Yeah.
310.
340. Based off of gut instinct.
174.
Wow.
Makes total sense because you start looking at the.
So-
it's pretty.
Long.
Yeah, long and lean. So
One what? That's getting duller.
168.
That got sharper.
So should this be the best one yet?
If it goes on what we've been doing,
168.
This one's on
VPA
test.
2-blade.
Haven't heard that sound, so.
244. Did really good until it got up the ferrule. And then that's when it started increasing. Like the tip pressure broke at low ones. Second pass, VPA 2-blade. 239. 2-blade last pass. $209.
VPA 3-blade plunging.
$202.
That's good. That's
VPA test 2. $177.
wow. That's
It's a continual angle.
Yeah. Test 3.
Test plunge.
187. What?
Van Diemen? I don't know.
Van Diemen.
Van Diemen.
Van Diemen. This is a 2-blade single
I
bevel.
think it's gotta be good then.
He said the edge of tension was crazy on it.
I bet it does well, just because just looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay, single bevel.
It's not like the Kudu where it has that hump. It's kind of real aerodynamic.
170.
Yeah, that's not bad.
$173.
Accuracy is key.
Okay, pass 3.
Sounded smooth.
164. It was
Oh.
at 135 to the very last little bit.
You're right. It got a little sharper, just like the rest.
Yeah, it's weird.
Valkyrie.
Valkyrie.
The much talked about Valkyrie.
Up a little more, please.
This is the Blood Eagle.
Look,
No idea.
yeah, I think, yeah, not the Jagger or whatever.
Yeah, short jag.
All right, Valkyrie. Plunge test.
That seems smooth.
That seemed really smooth.
118.
Wow.
I
122.
will say there was never like a thump or anything
No,
like that.
it
It
was
was just a smooth.
And they use a high grade steel, so it should be. You're paying for that.
So this is what I would like to send all these heads off and rate them as far as strength of steel, hardness of steel. That would be interesting actually. If someone else
Test.
did all the research and I just read it.
Test number 3.
Number 3 plunge test, Valkyrie. Smooth.
Yeah.
123.
Wow.
Consistent.
Very consistent.
Yep. Bone number 1.
Oh, dirty dingo.
That was a pop.
1209.
Jeez, it took a while to get through there, but once we got through, we're tracking, boys. We're tracking. Wow.
Oh, we hadn't heard that sound yet today.
Oh.
1288.
Consistent though.
There you go.
1016.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you guys on penetration tests. That looked excessive.
646. Pass number 2 on the EB knockoffs. 879.
Now depends.
Well, you'd think, but
651.
yeah. Back to the picture.
It was so dull it actually ended up tearing the paper and sliding this around. So
Sliding the jar.
sliding the jar. So
Because
I would
of how
say
much
that the
Yeah.
that's definitely one that this is the first time that seemed to happen.
Yeah.
So
So here comes the contender for so far the test that we've done so far, as far as grains and as far as pressure. It's going to be the Day 6 Evo.
Really?
Yeah, it's
So I
second.
think this is going to do good.
It's second in grains.
The reason why is because the bleeder blade is up forward and it's a shallow angle, so I think that it's going to create room for the ferrule to slide through without drag.
I'm right there with you. I'm anticipating this thing knocks it out of the park.
198.
Yeah.
198. Not the best so far, but right in there.
212.
I want to knock the elk over.
184.
Oh, here we go.
So I mean, it's got to be taking burrs off, like
It's-
just that.
Doing something to the.
Yeah.
It's consistent, I'll tell you that. Test number 1, kudu, plunging.
Kudu plunging.
Or I'm sorry,
This is a
Strickland.
Your Strickland.
Strickland. 251.
Strickland.
270.
I got this one right. Plunge 3, Strickland.
269.
Yep.
That's too
The
good.
pressure sharpness on the shuttle T wasn't good. You're all right.
Okay, shuttle T.
Plunge test.
Plunge test. Plunging.
Ooh, I don't know about this.
Actually,
yes.
that seemed pretty good.
595.
Really?
Not that great.
Yeah. Test number 2, shuttle T.
Dose.
Oh, more of a pop on that one.
736.
Ouch. That's gonna be flipped.
Third try, shuttle T.
That seemed better.
648.
Well,
So, Hardaway Dalton, plunge test. First plunge. Commence to plunging. I liked what I heard.
349.
right in there.
It's in there.
I'm sure Logan would appreciate it.
324.
Felt smooth.
300. Slick trick number 1.
Slicky trick.
Very popular head here.
Very popular.
271.
That's
That's four
popular.
blades.
Popular head.
Four
That is a
blade.
very
That's
popular
4
head.
blades.
Slick trick magnum number 2.
It's got that super pointy tip.
239. 283. Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper. Test number 1.
437.
That'll move the whole car.
Yeah. Test number 2, Grim Reaper. 330. $393. All right, Ramcat test number 1.
Solid.
441.
441.
Okay, Ramcat test number 2.
That looked excessive.
459.
They always have. I mean, not always, but high.
Test 3. 416.
Yeah.
Chokar test number 1.
Cameron Haynes uses these. Or has.
242. Chokar test 2. 209.
209. Not a bad head, really. Talked to Wayne the other day.
224.
Muzzy 3-blade plunge test number 1.
301.
Oh, heck.
Not bad.
320. 324.
Consistent. I will say that. Interlock plunge test number 1.
248. 282.
That's pretty
Increased
consistent.
every pass.
No.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wasp.
Boss.
What's that?
Plunge test 1. Seemed pretty smooth.
163.
Seemed pretty smooth.
And shout out to them because I promised them a shout out for sending us a bunch of heads.
Stone Arrow Outdoors. We really appreciate
Thanks,
you guys.
guys.
Thank you so much.
$192.
192.
$161.
Number one
Okay.
on the Rad Rival.
Rad Rival. 185.
185.
Very good.
Pass two.
189.
Hey, we're consistent.
177.
177. See, that's consistent with the last. That is true.
Okay, Thunderhead.
Thunder. This one will do good.
That's an Old Faithful head right there. For
This
a lot
thing
of
has
folks.
killed a lot of animals.
Almost as many as Trent.
First bull I ever killed was with the Thunderhead 125.
Lots of horned critters have died to the Thunderhead. A lot of blades have been lost.
248.
248.
Pass 2 Thunderhead. 284.
That one looked a little more excessive. Yeah, not the same.
Third pass. 266.
That was
Okay, Q80 Exodus.
A lot of
Pass
people
number
shoot
1.
this.
228.
Good. Good.
A lot of.
Pass number 2. 198.
Whoa, bro. Bring it home.
218.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just, I guess.
Yeah, so we're on to the expandable category. What we're coming up against is not getting full deployment in this cardboard. A lot of this is not a resistance enough to where it punctures and actually deploys them. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through and see if we can get a deploy. If not, then we'll mark it. We'll record the weight and make it a non-deployed. And then the other difficult thing is getting the throw to actually test the sharpness of this. So we're just going to manually run them through, record the results we get. Most likely what we're going to see is they're not going to deploy on this paper. So, but we'll find out in the full penetration side of it how they do in the cardboard.
We just want the biggest thing is keeping the test as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
So we don't want to do something totally different in the middle of this. We want to keep everything the same, and it is what it is. We are going to move on to other tests when we, like Cody said, do the penetration test. Will show a lot better on that side of things.
The expandable category.
Yeah,
So.
but as far as strict numbers wise, I think this will be interesting for a lot of people.
And some more things that we can get from this is you're going to see how much it could potentially take to get the heads to deploy. So if we're like at 1,000 and they still didn't deploy, that's still worth something.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Services. Just hoping for deployment.
9
0 deployment.
1,027.
1,000.
Non-deploy 1,027.
Yeah. 842.
You know what it is? It's not rubber band.
$864.
864.
Zeus, number 1.
Zeus, push, number 1, plunging.
$337. Could not get,
That's all you can get.
because it's literally at the tip.
Plunge number 2.
$343.
343. Zeus.
$491.
Okay, we got what? Spitfire.
Spitfire.
Coming in hot. They didn't even deploy.
$1366.
Woo!
$1374. $1428.
Whoa! 14.
This is Bloodsport. $286 non-deploy. 280.
Consistent.
$278.
Nice. That was a good test. All right. Sever.
Sever, test 1.
Ring it. Deploy.
Oh!
Oh! We get full deployment?
No.
No,
What happened?
I think it didn't go off.
it almost and then didn't.
What's up?
1909.
Wow. Ooh. Oh.
Nope.
Didn't it?
1786.
It did the same thing. Poke back in. Oh, deployment.
967.
967. Deployment?
Deployment. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Okay.
Rage, hypodermic, plus P.
Take 1.
Take 1.
0 deployment. What do we got?
1833.
Out. Take 2. Come on, baby.
1387. Take 3.
Taking 3.
1641.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yep.
G5, dead meat. Take 1.
Take 1.
Not even close.
Didn't even look like it flinched
734. Not.
with the testing thing in there.
694.
Number 3.
705. NAP kill zone. Test 1.
Take 1. Do something awesome, please. Please.
Oh.
2213.
Whoa! Topping out. Pick 2. Oh, it tried, didn't it?
1638. Lift the paper all the way on the edge. 3.
Test 3.
$22.41.
Whoa.
All right, today was it was kind of interesting because we have been at this for almost 9 hours. We've got a lot of data, and we got through the first leg of this, and that's consistency. So we checked weight, blade sharpness on the pierce test, or was it what were we calling that?
Pressure test.
Huh?
Pressure test.
Pressure test, and then also on the
Plunge test.
Plunge. So
I've never shot an arrow all day long, so you can see how happy it is in my face right now. So yeah, a lot of numbers, lots of things to go over. Garrett's jacked. I mean, he cannot wait to get home and just.
Yeah, I'll be working some percentages when we get home to figure out. Long story short, I got some homework to do after this, and we're not even close to being done yet. So I don't know if you can see how long and wide this spread Excel sheet is, but it's pretty.
yeah,
started.
honestly, I think the best part about today was we got consistent results on the tests. So the tests were not flawed where we were getting way out of whack results. Everything seemed to be pretty relatively close, and I'm really excited about that. Now we get to go into our accuracy side of it. So get to actually shoot.
Yeah, so we haven't found a definitive winner by any means yet. We're just trying to get the baselines down to actually try and categorize what we're going to do. So, and this was a good, I think this was a good baseline.
Yep.
So, guys, thank you so much for watching this one. We are going to stay at this thing. So, we don't know how many videos it's going to turn out to be. We're going to keep on running these tests, and as they work out and as they don't, we'll drop one here that doesn't make sense, or we'll add something on. So it could be, I don't know, 5 videos, 3 videos,
Very easily.
4, who knows? When we're tired of crunching numbers. So, thanks guys for watching, and don't miss our next arrow test, which will happen in a couple days.
These thresholds can't hold me down. Push through the crossroads and I hit the ground. Yeah. No different picture